Hello, and welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to talk about something really fascinating. We're going to talk about artificial intelligence applications that can save lives. Yes, save lives. It's a big deal. And over the past several years, we all know that artificial intelligence has become a subject of increasing curiosity. It's grown in the public imagination, as well as technological research and professional use. New AI technologies are being developed so rapidly that we don't even realize the extent to which they contribute to both productivity and health. There are a lot of artificial intelligence applications that can save lives, especially as we now deal with health challenges like never before. So today we're going to take a look at some of these applications that are making a huge impact in health and safety today. So let's talk about how AI is helping to guide health research and awareness. From tracking and analyzing COVID-19 spread to investigating immune response, AI has been a massive part of the efforts around the novel coronavirus pandemic. For example, Adaptive Technologies has partners with Microsoft to map out COVID-19 immune responses through machine learning, and this understanding can advance diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of the disease. The data from this mapping is freely available through an open data access portal, improving awareness among researchers and public health officials. AI is also a critical part of vaccine development, speeding up the process with fast computation and protein analysis. Let's talk about how artificial intelligence improves healthcare. With overloaded healthcare systems, there are many ways that AI can be applied to reduce this load and improve efficiency. Programmed bots absorb some of the massive administrative tasks and communication needs in healthcare. Machine learning systems help with detection and diagnosis, and robotics can contribute to smarter and safer hospital environments, while drones can deliver medical supplies quickly. And there's a host of other ways that machine learning can also improve healthcare, like predicting chronic disease and reducing hospital readmissions. And COVID isn't the only health challenge that AI is taking on. Cancer researchers are making use of it too. Let me give you an example. Precision medicine that targets patients' specific genomic profiles makes use of artificial intelligence. This precision targeting potentially allows for better effectiveness and fewer side effects than chemotherapy. Jackson Laboratory, an independent nonprofit research institution, has created a tool called Clinical Knowledge Base, CKB. Jackson Laboratory, an independent nonprofit research institution, has created a tool called Clinical Knowledge Base, which is a searchable database to continually sort, store, and interpret data from clinical trials and research papers as they're published. It's another case where the sheer mass of data can only be adequately kept up with when AI is employed. And of course, these kinds of applications can extend to limitless other diseases and health issues as well. Okay, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about how artificial intelligence can save lives by also reducing accidents. Outside of healthcare, we have other safety concerns that AI can help address. Every year, 1.35 million people die from vehicle-related accidents, and a good portion of those deaths are people riding bikes or just pedestrians. One of the big ways that AI can eventually limit these casualties is autonomous vehicles. As much as human drivers may try to focus on the road and drive safely, they will always have a higher margin of error than the well-programmed, self-driving cars of the future. One pioneer in self-driving car software predicts that we'll see some autonomous cars on the road in about 5 to 10 years. In the meantime, there is an app called Important, and it communicates the locations of pedestrians and vulnerable motorists to connected vehicles in order to prevent these collisions. Okay, let's talk about how artificial intelligence also helps save lives via environmental sustainability. A horrendous amount, almost 9 million tons of plastic debris makes its way into oceans every single year. And if this doesn't change, experts say that the plastic could outweigh the fish by 2050. That's insane. That's an ecological crisis that will affect everything, from the dying fish in these habitats to the humans who benefited from seafood and ocean equilibrium. The Ocean Cleanup is a leading organization that's attempting to combat this huge problem. With a huge grant from Microsoft's AI for Earth initiative, they've been able to develop machine learning models to help track and quantify plastic pollution, and then apply other technologies to gather and remove those plastics from the water. Another really important way that artificial intelligence is helping to save lives is by working against human trafficking. Pushing the boundaries of expectations even further, AI is now being used to help save millions of women and children from human trafficking situations. In order to investigate trafficking, there's a lot of data to gather and process. AI systems can go through this data and identify patterns at a rate much faster than human investigators can. Image recognition software can also be used to identify criminals and victims. Code 8.7 is a collaborative effort between several institutions which sets out to use technology to stop human trafficking and modern slavery. Ultimately, there are so many avenues where artificial intelligence is being applied to save lives, and these will undoubtedly continue to expand. If you're curious about possibilities and resources, there's a lot to explore. You might consider productive applications of custom vision, or take a look at Azure Cognitive Services for developing apps, or even explore Microsoft's list of AI and machine learning tools like anomaly detection. If you have another great idea, we would love to chat with you. Let us know. See you next time.